State of India's environment. India is rich in natural resources like mineral deposits, iron, ore, coal, manganese, the natural forest, good quality soil, rivers and its tributaries, etc. The black soil of Deccan Plateau is good for cultivation because of textile industries get cotton from it. The area nearby the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal is very good and fertile because of its natural quality. The iron ore and natural gas are also in abundant and we have good extraction of it. Besides all this, we have good mineral resources also in our country like copper, manganese, iron ore, gold, diamonds, etc., the extraction of which is possible. With maintenance of all these good natural resources, which we can say the high quality resources, there is a dichotomy in our economy. The dichotomy word means there is controversy between two. Controversy regarding the living standard of the people. If people are enjoying good living standard, their demand is more. Because of more demand, production is more. Because of more production, the utilization of natural resources is more, which again creates degradation of the environment. But on the other hand, if people are poor, there is overgrazing of fields. People use natural resources like wood as fuels, which again create degradation of environment by creating pollution, by increasing the water pollution also. So, because of this dichotomy, there is controversy, and this is the present state of India's environment. Challenges of India's environment. There are some particular issues which are to be discussed regarding the Indian environment and which creates degradation of environment. So these are called as challenges of India's environment. It includes air pollution, water contamination, soil erosion, deforestation, wildlife extinction, etc. And we will discuss all these issues one by one. First is land degradation. Land degradation means soil erosion, water erosion and water logging. These creates degradation of soil, that is the quality of soil gets degraded, because of which there is loss of invaluable nutrients from the soil, which ultimately lower downs the production. So it happens, there are two types of degradations, that is land degradation. First is unstable use and second is inappropriate management practice. So because of these two issues, the land is degraded. There are various causes of land degradation. It may be because of usage of fuel wood, improper crop rotation, usage of fertilizers and pesticides more on the land, non-adoption of adequate management practices or the usage of the soil. Then it may be because of overgrazing, it may be because of poverty and improper shifting cultivation. So these are the important factors of land degradation, which is an important issue nowadays. Out of 174 million hectares of land, 144 million hectares is subject to soil erosion and balance 30 million is subject to other problems. Next point is degradation of forest, which is also called as deforestation. It includes destruction of indigenous forests or woodlands. It means cutting, clearing and removal of rainforest. After that, the land which is available is for non-forest purpose only. It increases a disturbance in ecological balance. The basic minimum need as per the per capita hectare land for forest is 0.47 hectares, but the land available for forest is only 0.08 hectares. It causes soil erosion, floods, changes in climate, etc. Next is soil erosion. Soil erosion means the surface soil is washed away through the excessive rains and floods. It happens because of deforestation. The major reason of soil erosion is deforestation. The quantity of nutrients lost due to erosion each year is ranging from 5.8 million tons to 8.4 million tons. Next point is biodiversity loss. It means variability among living organisms from all sources, that is terrestrial, marine and other aquatic ecosystems. It has lot of severe ecological and social issues cost of any country. So there is need to conserve the biodiversity by stopping the exploitation of such resources. It actually means the economical and social loss in ecosystem and ecological complexes for the living organisms. The basic meaning and the basic motive should be to protect the species of plant and animals by the threatening of the environment, which is degrading day by day. Next point is air pollution. It means presence of such material in air in such concentration which are harmful to men and the environment. The major issues for air pollution are in urban areas because of more industries and thermal power plants. Through vehicles also, the emission of smoke causes the air pollution, and it is more in urban areas. The Central Pollution Control Board CPCB has been established, which has identified 17 industries under the category of polluting industries. The air pollution has caused ozone depletion also. There are some ways to control air pollution. First is use of cleaner fuels like CNG instead of petrol and diesel. Now it should be for household as well as for the vehicles. Second is there should be usage of public transport instead of individual transportation system which the people are using. The best example is the Delhi Metro. Functions of Central Pollution Control Boards. First and foremost function is to investigate and collect the information related to water, air and land pollution, to provide technical assistance to government wherever required, to organize the mass awareness programs to avoid the pollution, to assess the air and water quality time to time, that is the inspection work to be done, and to maintain the quality of water in wells, drains and canals, proper sewage system, effluents and emissions.